Connecticut Israeli Business and Innovation Summit. It's the first summit of its kind. It's being sponsored by Upward Hartford, the brainchild of Shana Schlossberg.
So Upward Hartford is the newest co-working space and innovation hub in downtown Hartford. You're actually standing in it, so you see what a gorgeous, amazing space it is. It operates during the day as a co-working space, and we do amazing events at night. We're here to build an entire ecosystem of established startups and early stage startups and just new startups. So the point to turn Hartford into a Silicon Hub.
How did you ever get 23 startups to come here?
The guy who organized this, his name is Levi. He owns an organization called Health Israel, which is, think about it, a community of startups in Israel.
23 companies is a very small pool out of the 400 plus digital health, connected health Israeli startups. Our community, which Health Israel nurtures, is growing at about 75% annually in terms of funding. About 50 new companies are produced every year. It's very dynamic, but we need to do more in collaboration with folks here in Hartford.
We're here as a result of our work with the country of Israel and the businesses within in helping attract their investment into the state of Connecticut.
So why does Connecticut have business with Israel? How did that come about?
Several years ago, the Metro Hartford Alliance, a large business association here in the Metro Hartford region, with the Jewish Federation of Greater Hartford, came together and started working with Israeli companies, ultimately transformed the relationship and got our organization, which is a statewide economic development group, into the mix. And now we've been working with Israel for the last several years. So I think Upward Hartford is a tremendous partner. They're a great resource, a tremendous location. It's very similar to what these companies are used to in Israel. So to welcome them into our state and have them make the investment and then land at a place with these resources is a great opportunity.
Startups need help, and the help that they can really use to grow the business is partnerships and investment. This is not your typical mid-sized city. This is a real place to get some business done and grow the business.
So what exactly does TELUS Sophia Medical do?
We build up our proprietary platform that allows you to automatically generate a set of personalized videos on demand. We take any kind of key parameters or input about a patient clinical data and transform it into an actual personalized video on demand.
There is a dramatic percentage of unnecessary medical procedures, especially in the US. And we are the first system that improves the process before sending to medical procedures and filter unnecessary medical procedures.
Every major company is here, and they're having one-on-one meetings with the startups. These are mind-boggling technologies.
There's some really interesting companies, but they need to raise money to get revenue and get earnings, get cash flow positive. So we're going to have a panel to try and give them some signposts along the way. HIG is a very big company. It's a family of funds. I think we have over $20 billion under management, but healthcare is the single biggest area we do within the economy. And we have one dedicated sector fund, which is the healthcare fund that I help run.
Capital here in the state and large industrial corporation in the States need to get together to find a way to create new economic activities. And I think the Upward Israel is doing exactly that, bringing right people together.
So is there a company that you're thinking of investing in?
We are looking at investment in cybersecurity, financial technology industries, and to some extent digital health, as long as it's connected really to those two areas.
You have Hartford Healthcare here, you have Cigna, you have Travelers, you have all these major corporations. Are they serving as investment companies, or are they looking at the technology?
Some of these companies have investment arms, but there's also investors in the room. But when a company comes to meet with Cigna, they know that if they can get a pilot with Cigna or with Aetna or with Travelers, they'll have an easier time to raise money. So an investor that hears, what, you have a pilot with Travelers? I'm going to write you a check that much quicker. But some of these companies also do investments, so you could start with them as a pilot, trying out the technology, get a deal with them, and then they're like, oh my God, you're changing my organization. We want to buy you. We want to invest in you. You have to walk into these meetings saying, I'm meeting someone that potentially can change the trajectory of my startup, and just make the best impression you possibly can.
We met with Upward Hartford, we met with investors, we met with startup companies. I'm seeing a big, big future for Hartford. I have confidence that Hartford is on the map.